All right, everybody, quiet down, quiet down. Class is in session. All right, hey, you in the back, stop talking. All right, all right, all right. All right, man, here we go. We on video 122 right now. I'm set, and we're about to have this session kicked off. A public session. So let's see what we got here, man. I just came out from work, and it's funny, that last video I made before it went out, I had a headache when I started that video, and I was so excited making the video that it amplified the headache. So I'm going to work, and by the time I got there, my head was pounding, man. I had to do a trial lesson. I had to talk to this guy, and it's funny how you push yourself, right? Everything's always a challenge, right? For your, if you want to call it psychic development or whatever. So when you have a pounding headache, you test yourself. You say, all right, let me see, how much could I force this reality to the point where I could conduct myself as if nothing's wrong, and basically force yourself to be normal. That's a part of some mental magic as well, but that's for another video. But I had to sit through this class with this guy and act like I was perfectly fine, and I wasn't. But I pulled it off, to none the wiser, and, you know, who knows what'll happen later. If he'll join or not, hopefully he does. But one of our brothers sent a video, not a video, they sent a comment. And I told you I was up on these videos, man. Brother Light, long-term fan, member, subscriber, part of the family, sends a comment. And he goes into, basically, I'm going to read you what he says, and then we're going to address this. But this video is going to be on some relationship areas of cheating. He puts, hey, bro, it's Light. I watched the video, and I'm thinking about my girlfriend. He's referring to the last video. I think maybe she might be cheating on me. But at the same time, I have the feeling and not sure what to do. I actually live about an hour away from her, and there's something she brought up that makes me worry a lot. But I have never caught her on the act of doing that, and she tells me that she would never cheat on me. Okay. More on that later. But by your story about your ex, I really felt it, and I know that you're over that now, but at the same time, it must have been really intense. But if this relationship doesn't work, then I will do what I must do. But my afterlife is not going to be non-physical one. It's going to be similar to Earth here, but different, in which it would be like 3 countries connected together. So basically, I would just choose my own next incarnation and exist there and never come back to Earth. All right. So you can see how I said these are not going to be your orthodox, typical dating questions that, you know, there's like a billion YouTubers out there that's covering dating and pimping and simping and beta male and MGTOW and all this other stuff. I told you everything I do is always going to be connected back to multidimensionality. And as you see, Brother Light here is talking about his girlfriend cheating and how he wants to create a new incarnation. So, all right, let's address this. Class is in session. So, first up, according to what Brother Light here is saying, is that he thinks his girlfriend is cheating. Now, I don't know the details of exactly what's going on between these two. I'm reading this as it is, and you might read the same comments, so nobody knows what their personal private life is, or what exactly did she say to give him the implications that she may be having some extracurricular activities at night. Now, he did state that she lives an hour away from him, and that, you know, he has a feeling. He said, but at the same time, I have the feeling enough. So he feels basically that she's cheating on him. She claims that she never would. Let me tell you this, man. You can't put a lot of stake into what people say. People say a lot of things. You know, people say whatever they want. Oh, don't worry, baby, I'm never going to cheat on you, this and that. That don't mean anything. You know, people just say that, you know, because what else are they going to say? Oh, don't worry, baby, I might cheat on you, but just don't worry about it. So, and this goes both ways, man. But being that I'm here in this physical vessel, you know, I have a lot of insights into the male perspective as far as dating. So here's the thing, right? First of all, now like I said, Brother Light, I don't know what you're going through and your experience of reality, but here's the deal. Number one, it sounds like, I don't know, but it sounds like you may have this kind of like scarcity mindset where, you feel like, oh, well, she lives an hour away and she might be cheating on me, but I don't know what to do. And it's like, look, man, I like when people cheat. I love it because it saves me a lot of time and money for bullshit that I don't have to deal with. I love it when women cheat. It's like, if they cheat, it's like, look, man, you can't control other people's actions. If you sit around worrying about if someone's going to cheat on you, or if they got a secret love on the side, or if they dipping in the night and creeping around, you're going to be stressed out all the time for every relationship you come across, because that's just what a lot of people do, man, especially with all this internet shit. It's like, I remember there was a time when, maybe I'm saying I remember back in the days, but I remember there was a time when you would be out, riding the subway, and you would catch people, people before smartphones and all this shit, and a chick would just be sitting down, looking into the ether, just looking around, and she might read a book, and you'd be able to catch that eye contact, and you'd be like, and then she'll look, and if she's interested, and she's interested. Now, everybody's like this on the train. You go on the train, there's no eye contact anymore. Nobody's looking at anybody. Everybody's into their own little private world, and that's their right. But the point is, that I'm trying to get to, is that a lot of those people, either they're looking at the internet or they're looking at something else, but a lot of them are on dating apps. And pretty much, dating apps have basically fucked up the game for a lot of people, specifically men. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of women have a lot of personal issues, man, identity issues and identity crisis they go through. They wake up in the morning, they feel like shit. And a lot of them, they don't look like shit. They look good. They look decent. There's nothing wrong with them. But, because of what's on Instagram and, Facebook and Twitter and all this, they look at these other fake characters on this social media stuff. And, you got these people waking up. They project that, like, they're waking up on a beach with a fucking bikini on and a sun umbrella. Their skin is perfect. They got big chest, big ass. They got all this stuff. And they just living a life. And those same people, I mean, there are some narcissistic people out there or just overconfidence. Nothing wrong with that. But a lot of these people wake up feeling like shit. They wake up and they go, oh, God, I'm too fat. I'm too ugly. I'm this, I'm that. And they roll over and grab their smartphone and go onto some dating app, whatever, whether it's Tinder or whatever it is. And what do they get? They get about 1,000 plus men going, yo, you look good. Yo, mom, what's up with that ass? Yo, let's hook up. Let's this and that. And it's an endless stream of basically men, with low confidence, all hollering at this one person. Now, mind you, I said this person woke up feeling like shit. They look at this long stream of men basically simping, and kowtowing. And next year they go, ooh, oh yeah, I feel good. I know I look good. I'm the shit. And this is what they do. So they woke up from feeling like they're too fat to nothing to 1 minute later looking at all these simps and all these guys going crazy on the internet for them. And now they feel like they're a queen. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with feeling good. Everybody should feel good all the time, But unfortunately, because of the dating apps, a lot of women have an inflated self of ego and stuff. And this is not women. This is on both sides, men too. But the reason I say women is because women have it a lot easier. They could just put a nice pic up. Don't even have to look, it could be half decent or half naked or whatever. And you have an endless stream of men. You have a guy put a pic up, he may not get no hits. And nobody going to say shit to him. So these women have all these options now. And they're always looking for the next best thing. That's just how it is, So you can't get mad, coming back to Brother Light's story, you can't sit around thinking about, is she going to cheat on me? Is she gonna? Because if she wants to cheat, if it's in her to cheat, if that's who she is, she has access to it with one of these at all times. So there's always going to be some other dude on standby waiting to get up in there. That's just how it is. You can't get mad at the game. The game has been around for a long time. That's just is the way it is. You got to accept it. But if you're sitting around going, I don't know if she's cheating on me and she's made a comment, this and that, you got to go, look, man, we're all multidimensional beings up in here, at least the people on my channel. And, you know, we have to see ourselves regardless of the high. That's what I say. This is why I always say, you know, you have to always be in your God mode, whether you want to call it God mode, multidimensional being mode, omni mode, whatever title you want to give yourself that makes you feel powerful. At the end of the day, they're all the same. But you have to feel like you're the shit. That's just the way it is, man. This goes for anybody, whether it's male or female, it don't matter. You have to feel like you're the shit. Now, the difference is, you know, people sometimes they tell me, oh man, you're a narcissist, you have narcissistic behavior. I don't believe that. You know, I just feel confident. That's all it is. And for people, when they say you're a narcissist because you feel confident, they want you to walk around feeling like shit all the time. Like, oh, I'm nothing, I'm a loser, I'm this. This is why, like, perfect example, I live in Japan, right? You guys, most of y'all know that. Japan, a lot of men have an extremely, extremely low sense of confidence over here. Because they don't really grow up in a household where men tell them, like, look, man, you got to, you know, hold your head high, walk with your shoulders up, you know, your back straight, you know, feel good, you're a god, you know, you're this, and that. Nobody tells them that. Nobody hears that type of shit. You say that, they look at you like you crazy. So the thing is, since they never have that frame of mind, and TV doesn't help, let me get on that. TV doesn't help at all. If you look at a lot of Japanese animation and a lot of just Japanese TV shows in general, the average male is portrayed as being weak, feminine, very feminine energy. He's crying all the time. Now, I'm not saying all Japanese men are like that. Clearly, you're going to have some of the playboy type guys and the guys who are just out there doing their thing, you know, getting women and doing whatever. It's not everybody, but a lot of the stuff they portray on TV is bullshit. Excuse me. You don't really see a lot of, like, you know, like how back in the States, whether it's, you know, in America or even on British TV, like there's a lot of sexual male charisma that's just, you know, portrayed. And a lot of people want to have that. So, you know, young people, whoever, you grow up watching it on TV, then you want to copy that. And you try to portray and copy what you see on television. So if this guy's a cool guy, he's getting the girls, you want to be the cool guy that gets the girls. But over here, you got, you know, this is like a typical thing you see on TV in Japan. I ain't bullshit. Anybody who's lived here will confirm what I'm saying. Or if you watch anime and all this stuff, it's all the same thing. Girl likes a guy. Girl comes on to the guy very strong, whether she's half naked or she pins him up in a hotel or pins him in a room. And what happens? He panics. His nose starts bleeding probably, or he passes out, or he's like, oh, I don't know what to do. We're just friends. And then, like, nothing happens. And you got a whole generation of people growing up watching this type of shit. What do you think is going to happen? The majority of the people watching that who are very impressionable, they're going to look at that and they're going to carry that out in a real situation when that does happen. They're going to, because it's going to be, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, that's ingrained in their mind and their psyche. So they figure, even if they don't want to do that, it's like, well, that's what I saw on TV, so this is going to be my response to that. But, you know, the real guys who ain't going for that bullshit, they're like, oh, hell yeah, this is my chance to make a move. And that's just how it is, man. So you can't be sitting around worried about, you know, what a scarcity mindset. Is she going to cheat? She want to cheat? Let her cheat. Good. It's perfect. That way, you know, she's done all the hard work for you. You don't got to worry about, oh, well, I'm going to break up with her. I want to call it off. She just exited herself out the door. And you move on from there, man. That's it. You know? So, and another point, you said she lives an hour away. So that if she was going to cheat, I mean, she has all the time in the world to do it. Don't go on no crazy stalker shit. Do not get in your car. If you got a whip, you got a car. Do not get on a bus or a train or however it is, wherever you live at. Do not go stalking this girl. Do not go creeping around her job. Do not go. You don't do none of that, man. You know, this is what you got to do, right? For you specifically, Brother Light, you need to pull back, man. You know, because, like I said, I don't know exactly the details, and if you want to hold a private session, we could set something up, you know, and do all that, but, because I know you don't want to air all your information out there, but you know, you can't be calling this girl up, man, and be creeping around her job and shit on some Stalker Time, because that's playing yourself now, man. Come on, man. You're supposed to be a true God. But you walking around here worrying about one. I don't want to call her a human because I don't know who she is, but she may be a very nice individual. But if she's not, for this moment, what you running around here fucking worried about a human for, man? You're a God. You a true multidimensional being. If this person might be cheating on you or doing whatever, you either pull back. Long story short, pull back. Stop sending messages. Stop asking questions about, are you cheating on me, or what are you doing? I feel something's not right. Leave her alone. Pull back. And I guarantee you, she's going to be contacting you saying, hey, what's going on? Why are you not, why are you ignoring me? And because you're probably pressing too hard, man. That's probably what it is. You're probably pressing too hard. And now, if you have any type of insecurities and shit, or I don't know what your dating life is like, if you're used to being with women or if you're not. I could tell from the question alone that, and I'm not putting you down, I'm just, giving you some game. I could already tell from the question alone that you might not be used to dealing with like a lot of women, because you're saying like, oh, she might be cheating on me and I don't know and this and that. So that's because if you was used to dealing with a lot of women, you wouldn't even put this comment. You'd be like, man, whatever. And like I said, this is not to put you down. This is me just schooling you on the situation, Because look, man, I done been with a lot of women, a lot. And I didn't seen it all and heard it all and seen all the bullshit and, oh, don't worry, baby, I love you and I'm never going to cheat on you. And these things I heard. Next thing you know, they creeping with, as you seen in the last video, ex best friends, or, they on Tinder or they on something or some dating apps, or they, whatever, man. You can't put shit past nobody these days. Everybody got something going on in the shadows. So there's only one real way to combat all that, man. And it's like when you see, everything ties back to your, whether you want to call it psychic, spiritual, consciousness, training. It all comes back to that. Because when you get deep into yourself with all these things I've been talking about for the past 100 and now we're on 22 videos, it eliminates all of this type of human nonsense that you got to deal with, where you're sitting around worried about, oh, is my girl going to cheat on me, or is my man cheating on me, or, is he got another bitch and he's creeping around. It eliminates all that, man. It elevates you to a point where you're just like, fuck it, if it happens, it happens. And I just cut this person off, and if I choose to, I just don't deal with them no more, and I keep it moving. And that's the way you got to be. Now, I know that sounds very simplistic, but that's the only way that you can be, is simplistic when it comes to that. What are the alternatives? Oh, that bitch is cheating on me. I'm going to fucking kill her, and she's going to pay, and everyone's going to... Good luck sitting in jail for a murder rap or an assault or whatever it is that you might be foolish enough to perform, because you can't help it, because you got your feelings hurt, because you're not used to dealing with women in abundance, so you bug out. And if you was truly in your multidimensional state of mind, it's like, man, for me, this is just me personal. I'm just putting this out there. This is my personal idea. I always keep it in my mind that, everybody's cheating. I know that sounds, I'm not trying to be negative, but that's just how it is. I keep that, no matter how much you like a person, I keep this 1% room somewhere stored in a secret psychic closet somewhere, that it's a probability that could happen. Even if this person is dear, they breaking their neck to like fucking impress me, or they really like me, but I always keep that one reality open that this person could flip at any time. It's a probability. Maybe unlikely, but it's probable. And there's always a probability. A lot of things, it doesn't mean things are going to happen, but there's always a probability and a choice, because people have individual free will and individual choice. Free will and individual choice. So there's always an option that shit could go sideways for you when you're dealing with relationships. So I don't know how long y'all were together, but yeah, man, you just got to pull back. And that's it. Pull back. Stop asking her, are you cheating on me? Or I feel something's weird. Leave her alone. I guarantee you, if you do what I say, don't send her no messages. Leave her alone. Don't talk about breaking up. She's going to be asking you, what's wrong? What's wrong? You don't love me anymore. Why are you acting distant? See, you gotta walk with your head high, man. You know, are you not a magician, a master magician? Are you not a multi-dimensional being? Are you not a god? Are you not a dark artist? I mean, whatever title you want, are you not any of these things, man? Because the true energy workers, manipulators, reality warpers, whatever you want to consider yourselves, don't worry about this stuff. It's like, well, there's just one person less that I got to worry about in this reality. And that's how you got to be, man. So, let me see. Yeah, man, that's about it, man. That's all I can really say on that because I don't have a lot of information to go on just from what you put in the text. But, oh, well, let me touch on that for a minute. Let me just go back because you said something else. And I just want to... So you put by your story, X, I really felt it, and okay, no, not that. My afterlife. Okay, so he goes into his afterlife stuff right now. Now we're going into the non-physical realm. And he says that in his afterlife, it's not really going to be non-physical one, but it's going to be similar to Earth, but in different ways. It'd be like 3 countries in one. Now look, as we all know by now, we've been together, most of us, since the beginning. You create your own reality. That's just what it is. Everybody creates their own reality, whether in this life or the after one, or non-physical one. Now, you could, if you want, make your reality when you leave this realm, and you could have, like you said, 3 countries, and they're all connected, and it's going to be like physical. But you have to question yourself, why do you want it to be a physical one? Why do you want that in particular? Now, I'm not attacking what you want. If that's what you truly want, then more power to you. That's what you're going to create. But if you're creating this physical afterlife, if you leave in the physical realm and you go into the non-physical realm and you're creating another physical life that's similar to this one, you have to question, why is it exactly that you want to do that? Now, if you want to do it just because this is what you like and you enjoy it and it's fun for you and you have your own personal reasons, then great, enjoy it. But if you want to manifest a non-physical life in non-physical reality because you feel a lack of something, or you feel an insecurity about something, or you having this scarcity mind that's the only way you can enjoy your eternal life, then that's something else you got to really meditate on and figure out, why would you want to do that. Like I said, I don't know what your reasons are because we haven't spoken on a personal level, but yeah, you got to question why would you want to do that, because everyone has their reason. We're all going through, everyone's in training. Most people don't know they're in training, and that's the difference between us and them. They don't know they're in training. So this is why they have so many issues in life. They run around worrying about what the person at the job said to them, what somebody did to them 25 years ago, what this person said to them. They'll never forgive them back in 1975, and they never want to see them again. And all these issues arise because they haven't moved forward and learned how to transcend the bullshit. And you have to learn to transcend. If you don't transcend, you're just going to keep doing it. So, once you get to a certain level with your training and your practices, this type of stuff doesn't really faze you, Now, I'm not saying that you never get mad, People look at me like, wow, you never get mad. I get mad all the time. But it's just like, it's a different level of mad. I don't get mad to the point that most people understand anger, where they're lashing out, they're screaming, they're flipping fucking tables, and they're going through all this bitch shit and moaning. I don't go through it like that. I get annoyed by certain things, but I'm able to transcend it and move beyond it at a much faster pace. So, for example, when an average person will have some bad situation, and they're fuming, and they're venting, and they're mad, this shit happened at 12 o'clock in the day, and now it's going on 5 o'clock, and they're still mad. That should happen at 12, and by, whatever, just for example, 12:20, I've already moved past it, and all right, well, I can't do nothing about it, and move on. And that in itself is a challenge when you're still dealing with humans, because a lot of humans are like, especially in a human relationship, people be like, oh, you'd be like, I'm still angry. I'm like, you still mad about that? That should happen like, what, an hour ago? You still talking about that? And you're like, yeah, I'm still talking about that. That is an example. But, some people hold grudges and chips on their shoulders, man. Some shit to jump off in the morning, and you go to work, and you come back home to your mate, they still mad. Like, yo, man, you didn't have the whole day to get this shit off your chest and to move on, and you still on that. And it's like, little things like that would annoy me if I had to deal with that in a human relationship. But, you know, to each his own. Do what you got to do. But, yeah, man, you know, at the end of the day, let's summarize, all right? You can't really control what other people think. You can't control who cheats on you or if they might want to cheat on you or not. And, you see, it all comes back to self-reflection and self-work, right? Even if you do believe this person's cheating on you, the question is, why do you think they would cheat on you? So you gotta bounce this stuff back to yourself. If you feel, all right, I think my girl or my man is cheating on me. Why are they cheating on me? You know, because you said in the comment that she said something. Basically, you said that she said something that kind of put you on that she might be cheating on you. So it was like, why did you take that to assume that she was cheating? Well, perhaps she was just talking. Perhaps it was just something, the way she phrased something. Now, I'm not downplaying it. Maybe she did say some out-of-pocket shit, and you figure, oh, man, this chick is cheating on me. But, you know, you got to figure out, are you dealing with some insecurities that make you feel that she might want to cheat on you? Because for me, it's just like, I don't think about shit like that, man. I just don't. You know, it's like, now, I'm always on point. If somebody says some shit out of pocket or out of line, or it just sounds weird, or it's just off, you know, out of nowhere, and I'm like, all right. 'Cause you always got to be in detective mode. I'm analyzing shit all the time for my personal expansion, rebel consciousness. So when people say certain things to me, it's just a habit where I'm over analyzing things and putting them into boxes and categorizing. You're just figuring shit out. So if somebody says something that seems off, you know, and out of character for them, I immediately pick up on. I go, what does she mean by that? You know, so there's always going to be things like that going on. But, yeah, you got to question yourself. Like, what is it about you? Do you have some insecurities about your sex life that you feel like, you know, maybe you're not performing as well in the bedroom, and that's one reason she might cheat? Is it a financial thing where you feel like you don't have, you know, the money that you feel you should have, and perhaps that's an issue for her that might lead her into the arms of another man? You know, it could be anything. It could be a lot of stuff to go on. So you have to really just start meditating on, why would she cheat on me? You know, but it comes back to how confident you are. If you feel that you're the man and you're doing everything right, and you laying it down in the bedroom, and you have enough dough to, you know, where you feel financially safe for yourself, and your physical outlook is good, you exercise, you train, you're confident, you're in your good, what they want to call a masculine frame, and, you know, all these type of things, then you got nothing to worry about. Now, she want to go out and throw all that away because she want to play with it, she thinks the grass is greener, then you let her go. That's it. You know, you close that door behind her, and you keep it moving. And if she want to double back, well, then that's on you if you want to put up with that headache and deal with that again. But it's always up to you on reflecting on yourself to see, why is this bothering me? You know, why does it bother me that if I think she's cheating? I know a lot of people say, well, of course I'll be mad if she's cheating on me. But it's like, why are you stressing about it this much? Is it because you feel that you don't have access to a lot of women? Is it because you feel that she's, as they say, a dime piece, or she's above average and in the beauty department, and you feel that there's something about her that you're never going to get another woman like this, or perhaps never get another woman at all, so you have to put up with this bullshit or whatever issue she's putting you through? And these are things you got to consider for yourself, because if you were truly confident, you wouldn't care if she stayed or cheated. You'd just be like, well, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, you want to stay here and enjoy this, we can enjoy it. But if you want to keep it moving, good luck, and enjoy the rest of your physical existence. So I'm going to leave it at this, because like I said, we're hitting the 30-minute mark. I don't have a lot of details to go on for that, but this is just, you know, an example of some things that help you out on your journey. And yeah, my general advice to you is, don't stress it, don't question it no more, always observe, you know, when people start acting funny and shit, they acting weird. Like, for example, she comes around you, you try to give her a kiss, she's like, moving away, or, you know, you're in the bedroom and she's, well, that's an issue. If you're in the bedroom, handling your business, and you over here thinking you working in something, and she's on Instagram, clearly that's a dead giveaway that, you know, she's just, something's off. So you got to be on point for that. But yeah, man, you know, if you really want to be a true God, a true multidimensional being, don't be stressing over this dumb shit, man, with people. I don't care who it is, men, women, gay couples, whatever, transgenders, bi, whatever titles they got going on now that people believe they are. Don't stress this stuff out, man, when it comes to relationships. But yeah, hit me up. Let me know in the comment section. Guys, like the video if you like what you hear. Give it a like, and drop down the comments below what more you want to hear about. As I said, I got a lot of stories to share. Got a lot of info to pass on. And, you know, this physical life, I'm still in it. I ain't gone yet, but up to this point, I have a lot of knowledge, I think, that could benefit a lot of y'all out there. So, all right, this is set. Taking out, taking off. Good night. And, yeah, I love all of y'all. Later. Oh, don't forget, donate. Help support my page, man, or my channel. You know, every bit counts. As I said before, if you don't have it, you don't have it. You can't get what you don't have. But some people do have it. And you be laughing, right? Be seeing these YouTube videos and shit, man. Motherfuckers be, you be like, I'm going to fill my swimming pool with 50,000 bottles of Coca-Cola. You're like, God, people got money like that, just throwing shit away. 50,000 bottles of Coca-Cola in a swimming pool. Like, the fuck is that? If y'all could contribute to that dumb shit, clearly you could help out a fellow multidimensional brother who's trying to support the rest of the family out here by dropping knowledge. Alright, guys. I love y'all. Let me get up out of here. Let me know, like the video, and let me know what y'all want to hear about next. Later.